Hey, this is the Backyard Mechanics series. I'm doing a series of videos on rebuilding or repairing a Turbo 400 automatic transmission for my Chevy 1-ton dually. Stay tuned. I'm going to go over the tools, some specialized tools you may need to do this operation. We'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I wanted to bring you guys into the greenhouse because the season changed. It got cold. It's getting icy, and my greenhouse is probably the only warm, climate-controlled environment I have on the farm to do shop work. I have the thing set up on my worm bin. Yep, I got worms. Anyway, with this nice warm environment, I'm able to get this done. This is a TH400. It's a Turbo 400 transmission automatic that came out of my 1990 Chevy 1-ton dually. I want to go over a few tools you might want to use for your job. Of course, first of all, you're going to need a kit. You're going to need to purchase a whole kit, and don't forget your filter. I got the filter down at Napa, but I'll leave a link down below for all these parts and tools that I'm getting to do the application of the job. Part of the application of reassembling is I got some assembly goo. You'll need a brush to go with it, so I'll go ahead and leave links down below where you guys can order them from Amazon and be able to have them on hand when you start your own DIY project. Another product I'll leave a link to is medium strength Loctite. Yep, this goes on your bolts and keeps them from backing out and loosening once you get them tightened down. And I'll go over the tools here in a minute. Another product I got was a gasket maker, because some of the gaskets I want to put an extra seal on it and make sure we get a good non-leak seal around the transmission. There's a lot of seals and gaskets that go on here. There's bearings, there's clutch plates, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. I also picked up this 3-piece wire brush set just to help me clean up the project, to get some well, it has to be clean when you're going to be reassembling it. And to help me clean it is I got some of this cleaner. It's a gum out jet spray carb choke parts cleaner, and that's what I'm using on this product. I'm also using a pick to get into and grab especially the gaskets, the seals, the O-rings, to get them out of there, and then I can put the new ones in. So this is the first tool I'm going to highlight in this project. Another tool you're going to need is a feeler gauge, because when you get your assembly done, you're going to need a good feeler gauge to check your end play on both ends of your transmission to make sure you you have it's too tight. You don't want it too tight, or too loose. You don't want it too loose. As I'm assembling the machine, I will leave specs on where the manufacturer requires you to leave your end play or your spacing. So get what you one of these. Again, I'll leave a link down below. And one of the specialized tools that I got is a 3/8 inch 3H drive, deep socket, narrow walled 12-point socket for a special bolt that goes right down in here on your transmission in the in the labyrinth. I pointed that out when I disassembled it, that I found one you do not need to machine or modify. So I'm going to leave a link to this one specifically down below so you can purchase it and not have to worry about machining it down or grinding it down to fit. This fits. Two tools you're going to need is snap ring removers. Here's this part that you can go to squeeze a snap ring, and here's one you could spread a snap ring. Get your set of these. Yep, they work opposite each other. Another tool you might want to need if you're going to be doing bearings and bushings, especially bushings, you're going to need a kit. Now, I inherited this really massive toolbox full of tools from a state cleanup, and this happens to have a set of bushing. I can place bushings with these, and I can also remove bushings with these. So get you a good bushing removal kit and a bushing placement kit. I will leave a link down below so you guys can purchase one also. Now, in addition to that, to all your other standard tools you have, like ratchets, screwdrivers, stuff, you need one of these torque wrenches. I will teach you guys how to use those if you don't know how to use a torque wrench. Some people don't. They don't know what it is. But there's torque specifications when you start torquing down all your bolts on the transmission. These are going to be factory recommended torque foot-pounds on tightening your bolts. So check those out. I'm going to leave those specs in my next video when we start assembling this. You're also going to need some transmission fluid, yes, and a pan. You're going to want to, this is an oil pan. I'm going to fill it with transmission fluid because you got to take your clutches, yes, and you got to soak them for about 40 minutes before you put them in the transmission. So I'll get a little more into details about that when I start assembling the transmission. So that's basically all you need. Specialized equipment as far as going into the making this happen. There's one important tool that I want to show you guys that you'll need. And again, I'll leave a link on Amazon. Now this is a tool I purchased for about 60 bucks. What it is, it's got these little legs there. And what it is, it fits on here. And you set your clutch pack on it, and it compresses the spring so you can get the snap ring out and release that and inspect your springs, and also get back down to the regular piston and the other pieces you have down there. So that's it. This is important. Now, when I did my transmission 10 years ago, I didn't buy this. I used 2 C-clamps and I pressed it down. I just jerry-rigged my own press. I used 2 big enough C-clamps to press it down, get that snap ring out, and then get into that piston and get those seals replaced and those clutch packs replaced. Anyway, that's it. I'll leave links down below so you guys can get all the pieces you need to start your project. Well, I'm Jerry Hansen, your host in the Backyard Mechanics series, going over the list of tools and parts you may need to do a Turbo 400 automatic transmission for your vehicle. Please stay tuned to more videos. You could do that by subscribing, clicking that bell icon, and that will alert you to new videos when I upload them. Give us a thumbs up. That helps promote the channel. And also, if you have any questions or comments, just let me know down below. Be safe, always be kind. I'll see you guys in my next video. Yeah, I'm going to be tackling this beast. ×2. We'll see ya. Bye-bye now.